Drive Home with Stacey and J Sbu, East Coast Radio. You want answers? I want the truth! Confessions.
Everybody ready? Seated? Tea going? Stunning. Today's confession reads as follows. I don't even know where to start with this one because the audacity is unbelievable. My went to buy milk and never came back father has suddenly resurfaced. The last real interaction we had was years ago when I had to take him to court just so he could contribute towards my varsity registration fees. Imagine dragging your own father through the legal system just to get him to help you a little bit with your own education. And even then, he sent me 800 Rand. 4 months after registration had already closed. For context, this man is a civil engineer. So tell me why, out of the blue, not to apologize, not to ask how I'm doing, not to acknowledge the years he was absent. No. He's asking me for money because he's apparently in a tight spot. Honestly, the question I'm sitting with now is this. Do I ignore him completely, or do I send him the same 800 Rand he once thought was enough for his child?
So your thoughts, no judgments. Call us on 087-086-9495, or you can send us a voice note to 061-792-9495.
Okay, up first from Salt Rock. Linda, how are you?
How's it, Linda? Welcome to the show.
Hi guys. Hi, Stu and Stacey.
Yeah. Listen, you jump straight to your WhatsApp.
I've got too much to say on this.
Yeah, please, gooi.
No, I've got a lot to say on this one,
Tell
but
us.
I'll just make it short. If I was her, I'd say 2 words. As I said, the one starts with the F and the other one starts with the Y. And then you can work it out.
Yeah.
Because I'm stuck with a deadbeat dad. I'm looking after my grandchild, and the deadbeat dad has been promising to send me money just for tuck. Never mind school fees or anything else, but just little bits of tuck money, and he sent me 0. And he's promised her gifts, he's promised her things, and she's only 7, and she's now just shrugging her shoulders whenever he promises to send her something. So I don't know how old, well, this lady must be a little bit older than my granddaughter.
Yeah.
But they start realizing from a small age, their fathers are actually deadbeat, and I promise you, I don't have any time for this. No time.
Well, Linda, I
So
just want to say that you practiced a great deal of restraint there. So, well done. As usual, you are G Unit who is doing the most, and we are grateful for G Units like you who step in when there is some kind of absenteeism and that you are looking after your granddaughter and taking care of her and protecting her.
Yeah, and thank you so much. You didn't have to do that, but you're doing it, and you're doing very well. So thank you so much for contributing towards the show today and sharing your thoughts. We're going to move on to who's on the other side of the line. Tandeka, all the way from Ikhopo. Tandeka, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Hi, how are you doing?
Hey, man.
Sbu and Stacey?
We're good, as you can tell. It's a very sensitive topic that we're talking about today as part of today's confession. What are your thoughts? Do you relate? What advice do you have?
I relate, guys. I relate. And I think that, as sexy as I am, I think she should give the dad the 800 Rand that she got from him, but at the same time that he gave it, which was late. So let's say the dad said he needs it by end of March. Give it to him end of May, so end of June, so...
No interest, and no interest.
You, Tandeka, you are bad.
Petty.
With Tandeka, though, on the thought of giving that money back, what happens then after? Like, when she does give that money late, do you think she must also start a relationship with the dad at a later stage, or must it just end there? What do you think?
Never. Return what was given to you.
Yeah.
Because you're still absent. He did give you that money and didn't show up.
Yeah.
Send the money back to sender.
She must pretend as if,
Give him what he gave you. Same treatment.
Well, Tandeka has said what she had to say, and now you have a chance to say what you have to say. Our confessor today basically has had an absent father from day one, went out to buy milk, never returned, and has now shown up all these years later on the WhatsApps asking for money because he's in a bind. What should she do? Julian from Pinetown. Julian, welcome. How are you?
Hey, Zit.
How's it, guys?
Hey, man.
Oh, Jules, what a time to be alive. What do you make of today's confession?
I say heck no. I mean, speaking from my own experience, 13 years ago, I separated from my son's mother.
Yeah.
And 3 years into the separation, I lost my job and was unable to take certain responsibilities for my son. However, I've never abandoned my son, and his mother and I came to an agreement as to what had to happen regarding his fees for him, and I always paid when I could.
Yeah.
But a dad is a dad. You don't just walk away from your kids. That is wrong. That's completely wrong in my sight. I'm sorry. Somebody else might beg to differ with me, but I'm sorry. It took two to tango. It takes two people to make a kid. A dad and a mom are both important for that child.
Yeah, shout out, man. And thank you so much for your hard work and dedication in being present in your lighty's life despite your situation. Who else do we have on the line? Patty Wallace. Welcome to East Coast Radio, Patty. How are you doing?
Good afternoon, everybody.
Lekker.
My Patty.
Well.
Talk to us. What are your thoughts?
Well, I just would have been to say get lost. But then I remembered the Ten Commandments. Honor your father and mother.
Yeah.
And the Bible doesn't say if they're good parents or if they're bad parents. So don't wish him ill, but just be honest. You haven't got the money, so you can't give it to him. Wish him well and just say, I hope you come right. That's all I would say.
Yeah, he's a DBT.
And Patty, just out of interest's sake, do you think that it is advisable that our confessor attempts to have contact beyond that? Now's a good time to strike up a newfound relationship, or are we just going, sorry, can't help, toodles, goodbye, good luck with your life?
I think, unfortunately, he has not got the character, personality, drive, or ambition to make anything of himself. Mm-hmm. So you will actually be putting a millstone around your neck.
That's right.
But if he was dying in the gutter, I would certainly pick him up and look after him somehow or whatever, because that's your duty as a child. He's forgotten his duty as a parent.
Oh.
You don't have to do the same.
He doesn't have the character. I love that, Patty. Also, guys, can we take a moment?
Thank you, Miss Patty.
Can we take a moment, right, as we pursue more of your voice notes and your calls, just to say wow to this girl for being able to support herself even when her own father wasn't supporting her, and was able to pursue an education and take care of herself in a way that a lot of people in the same situation would not be able to. So for that, I'm like, yo,
she turned out great.
I hear the advice and all of that, but that's character for me. That's strength for me. That's a girl. That's a woman. That's right a woman there for me. So to her, I say, carry on, girl. Viva Imbagota, viva.
It's quite a thing, because this is common. So some of you haven't sent voice notes or called in. You've sent actual WhatsApps. People are typing about this. We have Colleen saying, my children's for his kids, no school fees, no gifts, no support in any form. He got remarried early after our divorce, and eventually new wife didn't want them around. The kids wrote him off early in life, and he is not even interested in his grandchildren. Not a chance I would give. I would say yes, but I would just never transfer the money. Kashika saying, how people treat you is their karma. How you react or respond is yours.
Damn.
So
I love that.
We're going to wrap this up.
I
People,
love
clearly,
that.
you have feelings, and we want to hear as many of them as possible.
Hi, Stacey and J Sbu, Troy from Asagar. Oh my goodness, this confession. I honestly, I would be so petty and just send the 800 Rand and be like, yeah, we square, now you can leave me alone like you have done my whole life.
Stacey and J Sbu, I don't think it even deserves that 800 Rand. My name is Michelle, and his responsibility was to look after her, and he's never done that, and he gave her 800 Rand for her entire life. I think she should just pretend like she's never seen the message and move on with her life.
Send them the same 800 Rand. Yeah, I think that's the best idea.
Hi, Stacey and J Sbu. It's Celeste here. I definitely think that this girl must just ignore those WhatsApp messages. Her dad has not been a dad. He hasn't been in her life for years. Now, because he's in a bind, she must not give him money. No, that's not fair. It's really, really not fair.
It's Billy from Pantan. I don't think you send him nothing. Not a zip. He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve time with you. You're not an ATM. You're supposed to be there and help.
Hey, ECR, Lisa from the Bluff. Well, if the dad's gonna ask for money, forget, give him a once-off payment, and then change your number so he can never get hold of you again. End of story. Bye.
End of story. Thank you so much to everyone who contributed to today's confession. I can tell that your majority of KZN can really, really relate to this one.
Which is not great.
We are used to Amat DBDs, Amat deadbeat dads, and that's not good, to your point, Stacey. And what can we say, man? What can you say?
Well, I would like to say something. Do better. Everyone should just try to do a little bit better, because unfortunately what people don't understand is that you have these kids. And then those kids grow up and they are directly impacted by your behavior, whether you are present and toxic or missing and toxic. And then they become adults who have to then deal with this for the rest of their lives. And then you wonder why we have so many broken people running around, just, bleeding on other people from wounds that they themselves didn't create. So it's a vicious cycle. And also, as Jay said earlier, and it's so true, guys, everyone's like, oh, you should have boundaries. Oh, have boundaries. You must have boundaries, but we need to learn how to keep them firm. You have to guard your own boundaries. So
Drive Home with Stacey and J Sbu, East Coast Radio.